Hello, denizens of the internet. I'm back again with another How I Done Painted It. This one's going to be pretty short because it's pretty sped up, and I forgot to record some of the process, but here we go. So just like the last one, I'm starting with a line drawing. Really thick, loose lines to kind of get down a composition. And now I'm trying to go back over with sort of a brush pen type brush in Photoshop. I'm still definitely working on my line work to find something that I like. I still don't really have a style that I'm comfortable sticking with that looks really great. So usually I just use a default round and rely on erasing a lot to get line weight, and this time I'm trying a brush with some shape dynamics on it, which I thought was okay, but I would like to practice with it a bit more before I would want to include it in a final line drawing. This here is just mostly for fun and see if I could use this new brush, but it's going to be filled in with paint eventually and the lines will go away, so it's not too important that the line work itself looks great. So subject matter wise, there's kind of this the idea that I started with was the two-word Sprite mother, and so it's supposed to be kind of like a person who walks around and tends to these forest creatures that look like big glowing blobs. So yeah, she's got a big basket on her head where they all can live, and yeah, so I missed a little bit there where I painted in some of the top, but I'm basically doing the same thing on the bottom of the painting, so you can see the process for that one. So a lot more of this was painted in without layers, unlike the last one, but I did single out the characters and the blobs on separate layers to make sure that they had really nice silhouettes before I went in with all the details. So here you can see I'm selecting out her silhouette just to make it nice and clean. I do love the Lasso Tool. It's probably one of my favorite tools to paint with right now, just because you can get some really nice clean shapes out of it, but it's very fluid and freeform. Whereas I feel like even the brushes in Photoshop can sometimes feel very restricting, just because they have a very specific shape to them, and you can only really make certain kinds of shapes that the brush wants you to make, whereas the Lasso Tool feels a little bit more fluid, at least for me. But I used to not use the Lasso Tool at all, so whatever. I'm sure in like a week I'll have a completely different workflow, because that's just how I do. So here I'm painting in some details. Decided to make her skin blue. Originally it was sort of a Caucasian-y white, but I didn't feel like it fit with the painting that well, color scheme wise, and I figured, you know what, it's my painting, I can make her skin blue. So I did. So just like with the last painting, I started out with the character having a few very simple flat values, and then took it from there and tried to mold the form using as few harsh value changes as I could. So you'll notice down there it was a little bit too subtle, so I ended up putting some introducing another lighter value into her shirt where the light was reflecting off of. And I still think I probably could have pushed the contrast a little bit more on the top painting, but I think it worked. And near the end here, I just do a little adjustment to make everything lighter, and there it is. Got a new little watermark in the bottom there too. Thanks for watching.